Now then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well this morning. I am alright. I'm a little bit tired. I didn't sleep great last night, but hey, we move. Hope you're all doing well. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. You know it massively helps. Hope you're all doing well this morning. Just seen a tweet apparently linking Leeds to Callum O'Hare from Leeds Live, but I can't find the article anywhere, and it all has to be taken with a pinch of salt, I think. But one transfer that doesn't need to be taken with a pinch of salt is of course Charlie Cresswell. Charlie Cresswell looks like he's going to be leaving Leeds United. We sort of believed this would happen anyway. The deal to Toulouse is back on. The deal to Toulouse is back on. It was off and now it's back on again. I think there was interest in England and maybe they haven't got anywhere close to the personal terms that he maybe would have agreed with Toulouse and thought, do you know what? Let's go back out to France. I initially thought, yeah, personal terms, but he's gone out to France and thought, yeah, I don't want this. I want to go back to the UK. But he's going back out there now. So maybe the deals that were presented to him in England didn't tickle his fancy, and he's going back over out to France. Listen, it's a good move for him as long as we've got a selling clause in there. It'll work a little treat, won't it, really, to be honest? I'd rather him stay. I'd rather we loan him out, but it is what it is. The club clearly don't see a future for him. And of course, with Joe Rodon signing permanently as well, it was always going to be tough. But this was the breaking news brought to you by Adam Pope. I understand Leeds United defender Charlie Cresswell move to Toulouse has been revived. Negotiations were started to push the deal over the line in the next 48 hours after it broke down over personal terms earlier this week. Championship interest in the centre-back too. But you would have thought in the last couple of days that maybe will have, hit. I don't know, we'd have heard more about that championship interest, but for whatever reason, it hasn't quite done what maybe Cresswell and his team would have liked. I'm trying to get rid of that stupid video, but this is Graham Smith saying Leeds United deal to sell Charlie Cresswell to Toulouse is back on after apparent change of heart from the defender. Cresswell travelled to France at the start of the week after the two clubs agreed on a permanent transfer fee around $3.8 million. That's something I want to get your thoughts on as well, because it almost feels a little bit too small. Let's see what the chat is saying via a poll. See, Vic says good price. Quite surprised at that. Cresswell fee happy, $3.8 million. There's the poll in the chat. I'll go through this article, then we'll get into the results of that and have a little bit of a chinwag. Vic says good price, Lee says giveaway. We'll get into it and we'll talk about the debate of that once I've gone through this article. But get your votes in on the poll, folks. Don't forget to smash a like on the video as well. Game time frustration last season left the 21-year-old homegrown talent. That's the big thing, innit? That's a big thing. 21-year-old homegrown talent. He's open to the idea of an exit from Ellen Road, and Leeds came to terms with the Ligue 1 side. But although YEP understands the finances were not an issue, Cresswell decided against the move and returned to England with the deal called off. I'm just starring some of your messages so we can get into it, folks. Cresswell returned to Fort Parch for the start of pre-season. Oh, just made that really small. Cresswell returned to Fort Parch for the start of pre-season testing and training along with the Mustafaka's first-team squad, but has since decided in a favour of a move to Toulouse in order to play in the top-flight division. There were also options in England, including championship interest, but the prospect of a different kind of challenge and the potential for it to open other doors in the future proved decisive in the end. I don't blame the lad. I actually like the fact that a lot more English players are now willing to go abroad. They never used to, and a lot of them are doing it now. And a lot are doing it from the Championship, to be fair. With the two clubs having already come to terms, the deal should be relatively straightforward to resurrect. Yeah, it's same price, innit? Already done. We've already agreed. Agreed with Charlie. It's done. That could be done within 24 hours. And Cresswell is expected to fly back to France this weekend to complete the move. Toulouse finished 11th in last season in Liga. It's a great move for him. You could argue it's an upgrade because he's going to Liga and top division mid-table side. It's an upgrade. over the weekend, though, so maybe Monday we'll get official announcement. The England under-21 centre-half has made 14 appearances for his boyhood club. I genuinely felt he should have made more, though. I can't lie to you. And experienced a season of regular championship football during a spell at Millwall that brought 30 second-tier outings. Probably feels he's done his hard yards in the championship now, and you can't blame him. His father, Richard, scored 11 goals in 44 matches for Leeds, while his younger brother, Alfie, is in the Leeds United Academy. And that's that story there. Let's see what the poll is saying. The poll believes 60%. It's a poor price. I sort of have to tend to agree with them, to be honest. I do think 3.8 million is not great. But, like Vic says, in the last 12 months, what has he really done to command anything higher? He hasn't. That's the facts. He hasn't. But you have to factor in potential. He has huge potential. Or at least we thought. Clearly, Farker doesn't like him. Do I look really tired? I do, don't I? Fucking hell. I'm going to a gig tonight as well. I need to put my glad rags on. Plenty more fish in the sea and all that jazz. Get myself a new girlfriend, Been for the fresh trim and all that jazz. How do you think I'll do? Doc Martens on the beach, listening to Libertines. Do 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 do. Hopefully we'll score. Mistake was made in January. Now that's the best you're going to get after he. Yeah, that's true. Ipswich wanted to sign him in January and we said no. You could argue that's where we ballsed up, but we could argue we ballsed up last summer with not selling Nonto when his price was at his highest and all that jazz. So it's the risk you take. Big up to Matty C, who's just become a YouTube member. You're a legend. Right, let's get... Vic says, we won't regret selling him unless he becomes a Premier League defender. Personally, I don't see it. We'll see. I think he could, mate. I'm getting James Tarkowski kind of vibes later on in his career, Lower end Premier League, heading everything like a brick. Bang. Bang. He's a Daiche. Good price for a player with very little playing time. I think that's fair. Annoying how it's only 3.8 million. He's clearly a talented player, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and it is what it isn't. Exactly, my man. Yeah, that's true, Lee. From a Leeds United perspective, if we're taking, his name, his past, his potential out of it, next season, will he be missed? The answer is no. Archie Gray will be. Charlie, not, because he wasn't going to get game time. Obviously, Farker has an issue. No, but the club would take that out of his hands. I think the club would tend to agree, because they would do that. They're not going to go, we won't loan him because Farker doesn't like him. They have to believe what they feel is best for business, because that's best for business. And they clearly don't fancy it either. I genuinely believe, Alan, if they felt they would future-proof themselves, because Farker might not be here in 6 months, He definitely should have played more. Yeah, De Bayo now in training with the first team. Yeah, De Bayo and crew, I think. I wouldn't worry too much. It's pre-season. Might be just being used because we're light on centre-backs. This is what happens. This is why, if you think about Premier League loans I was talking about, a lot of players that will be leaving clubs in the Premier League will go on pre-season tours. Oh, he's training with the first team. A lot of it so they can get a look at them, like in terms of 11v11, you know what I mean, to flesh out the numbers. So maybe De Bayo will get played, but maybe I don't think he will, if I'm being totally honest. Jude banned for one match. No, it's suspended, DB. It's suspended. He's not banned. It's suspended, so it's not going to affect tomorrow's game. Red Car on the Beach. My mate got us tickets last night, actually, mate. So the Libertines are on. Pigeon Detectives. Zootons. It's all right, innit? So that's not bad. So, yeah, going to go there. Tickets were free as well. Happy days. Take my mind. Take my mind off of things and all that sort of stuff. So, all good. We do DB. It's suspended, my man. It's suspended. It's such a low fee. We should... Yeah, I think not even a buyback option. I think we'll have a sell-on clause in there. No, that's not true. Jordan, please check the sources. The person that they used on the picture is a picture of that guy who came weeks ago, and then we all found out he was a bit wrong, and then he went again, and they've not even used a picture of Ben Chief. Yeah, true. And then Charlie could grow into that, no? Rodon needs a big, massive centre-back. No, Rodon's good in the air defensively, by the way. It's just defensively. Strouk's good in the air. defensively and defensively. You don't need anyone alongside. Strout's the one. Strout's the boyo. With him, left centre-back and Ampadu in midfield, we're going to be different gravy, trust me. Different gravy. Maybe. He did. Look, it's the way that people. It's click merchant. Bellingham suspended. Oh my God! Yeah, click on the article. It was suspended. His ban was suspended. So yeah, he's suspended for one game, but it's suspended. He's got a suspended ban, like kind of thing. Just because there's no. Oh mate, I seen Rossi last night. We all know Rossi on Twitter. He's like a catastrophizing merchant. There are fans that are like, we need to start getting business done. I said, relax, bro. Calm yourself. It's the 5th of July. The season doesn't start till the end of August, start of August. The window doesn't shut till the start of September. And everyone goes, yeah, but I'm seeing everyone else do business, and you go, who? And then it's like 1 or 2 transfers. Nothing. Harry Cracklin, clearly not the real Harry Cracklin, but I agree with this comment, by the way, because it stresses me to bits when people say that, because it's like, well, actually, we have, there you go, the second youngest squad. Yeah, take it back to my place. I was going to message Ryan and say, can you get us in VIP? It's only Red Car Beach, no VIP. Strauke's never fit, though. Disagree. He was fit. He had an issue with his hernia, that and then he'll be fit next season. I think this is part of the reason why Rob got binned off. What was his name? Because he's gone to Derby for a similar role. It's not a promotion. As much as it was dressed up, I think there was a breakdown, and I think it could have been over that Strauch situation, because they waited, didn't they? And then he was injured anyway. So yeah, not great. It's no one's fault, mate. It's the journal's fault for them clickbaits. But I do it as well on YouTube. It's part of the game, unfortunately. Still 36 days to go. Yeah, exactly. Big sell-on clause, ideally. Yeah, and someone did that as well. What they did is they edited it to make it look like Harry Cracklin had put, yes, Ampadu's going for 10 million, by the way. Rob Price, yeah. Liam Miller, O'Hare plus Smodic's not happening. Liam Miller, I would be more confident of. O'Hare will go Premier League, in my opinion, and Smodic shall be too much. Come on, Joe, get your head out of the sand, guy. He's made of wet paper. I don't think he is, but yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. Can we have a look at his injury history? Let's have a look. We'll go on Transfermarkt, because they have it on there, didn't they? He was injured when Jesse was here, playing at left back. He was injured last season. You're probably right, bro. Let me have a look. They need to buy a new left-sided centre-back anyway, don't we? Really, as cover, because Cooper's going. And we need that's maybe why they're looking at Jordan Tornoraya, because he can play left back and left centre back. Ideally, you get someone like that. I'm trying to find the injury record, because they do have it on Transfermarkt. Sub navigation. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Career. Is it on there? Tops and flops. History. No. Where? I can't find it for some reason. Stats. Injury history. Here we go. Right, okay, I'm going to share this with you so you can have a look. What the fuck is that? 3 signs of clogged lymphatic. What even is that? What's a lymphatic disease, folks? I don't know why the internet's showing me that. Have I got lymphatic disease? Right, okay, so here we go. So he's had 3 injuries throughout his career. Groin injury last season, which put him out for 190 days. Before that, he had the hernia op, which was 10 days. And then before that, he had a hip injury, 44 days. So I don't know if I would class that as being injury prone, or am I wrong, folks? Because 1 injury a season's pretty... And look at the days, right? 10 days for the hernia, same season. So in actual fact, he got 1 in 21-22, was fit 22-23. And then last season, he was out due to the groin injury. But outside of that, it's not that bad, no? He missed 30 games last season and he had 2 injuries during that time. And the season 21-22, he missed 6 games. I don't think that's a bad injury record. Cooper's gone, man. He's gone anyway. We knew when he hadn't signed already. It's same as Jamie Shack, man. No, I don't think Meslier goes anywhere unless someone pays 20 million. Again, Demar, it's not really, is it? 190 days, the 10 days and 44 days. That's not long. I don't think that's long. I don't think it is. 29 games last season, 30 games last season, fair enough. But before that, it was 6. Do you really want to see that? Should we just see it for shits and giggles? What's half a year? Last season? Yeah, 30 days. 30 games, right? Remember, the season's not actual games, but before that, 6? I don't think it's that bad. I genuinely don't. But hey, what club's Charlie from? Leeds, man. Leeds. Now, this is an injury player. This is an injury list, folks, yeah? This is an injury list. That's an injury list, yeah? Yeah, that's an injury list. That's an injury list, to be fair. Yeah, listen, Philogene is not my lover. Creed will go regardless, man. Yeah, of course we are, Stu. I suppose Bamford's not a fair comparison anyway, is it? Because he's fucking always injured. So maybe it is long. I don't know. What constitutes as an injury list player? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. I don't have the answer for you. I don't think it's that bad, but if you folks think it is, that's fine as well. Nancy Froston just tweeted out, finally caught up. Sorry. Athletics fallen, on it. Athletics fallen. It is what it is. How are we all feeling anyway after... Oh, no, I won't mention it again. Junior Firpo included in the Dominican Republic's Olympic squad, which we already knew. This would force him to miss a large part of pre-season and the opening day of the championship season. Maybe the club are allowing that because he's a little bit more experienced. I'm not too sure. It definitely means they've got to get a left-back, though. It definitely means, because who are you starting at left-back if Firpo doesn't start the season? Yeah, exactly, you're right. We do. Either way, if he stays fit, he stays fit, but we still need someone there who can maybe dovetail 2 positions, Vic, and play left-back and left centre-back. I think. Nah, this is the lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. Did you not click? Have you not... Sorry. Have you not seen what his agent did? Barcelona came out and were like, who even is this guy? This is the state of journalism and agency in 20... Because Fabrizio Romano's reported it as well. Hang on 1 second. Oh, here we go. So, actually, there's an update on the story. Maybe it was real. Maybe it was real, actually. I've just seen an update, folks, but I'll show you it. So yesterday, this is what got reported. So Jadon Philogene's agent showed up to the Barcelona officers unannounced, began a photo shoot in the car park, and was eventually asked to leave by security. So he made it look like he was there on behalf of Jadon Philogene. But then Barcelona were like, this is bullshit. However, I've just seen this on the same feed, so maybe it wasn't bullshit. This is from Secret Scout. The images and footage released today by Sport Bible are in fact from last week of Jadon Philogene's agent arriving to meet with Barcelona. The meeting was planned. So maybe it was. Is that not Deco? No, it's not. So maybe it was. And to be honest, the Secret Scout doesn't miss with that stuff. So maybe, yeah, Barca Media trying to cover up Philogene rejecting them. Maybe he did then. So there you go. Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe it was true then. I see. So maybe Barcelona are like, boom, in the mud. German police have given the YEP a statement on Leeds United's tour and the decision to force their pre-season game behind closed doors. The club and LUFC Trust have also had an explanation of sorts. Let's see what's been said, because we're the only club that's not allowed to go, by the way. Let's just see what's been said here, 1 second. German police say the decision to force Leeds United's pre-season games behind closed doors is due to safety requirements, including fan segregation. What have they actually said? As far as... let's have a look. Pascal Pitano from the State Office for Central Police said the concerns over safety requirements at the venues were at the heart of their decision. As far as I know, these friendly matches take place at smaller sports facilities that do not fully meet the safety requirements in terms of fan segregation. In order for the matches to take place at all, certain conditions must be met. These include the exclusion of the general public. This means that neither German nor English fans will be allowed to watch. If the other English clubs play at other sports facilities, perhaps even in football stadiums, these venues can fulfil the security requirements. So it always depends on the individual case. Has nothing to do with the club or the supporters of Leeds United. What I would say in response to that, if they are being truthful, I would then throw it back to the club and say, well, why the fuck did you put it in stadiums where there isn't fan segregation? I would maybe throw it back to the club in that respect, but of course the German police are gonna back their chat kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not sure I like that. But hey, it's also on the club. The club shouldn't have done it either. The club shouldn't have done it either, because at the end of the day, Rangers, Villa, and Coventry are all going. They're all going and they're allowed fans, but maybe they're in proper stadiums and wearing shitty little shanty things. I don't know, but that's also on the club for making them decisions, isn't it? So you have to also throw it a little bit back to them. Joe Rodon obviously spoke yesterday on his Instagram saying he's so happy to be back at this great club. I've always felt home here and I'm looking forward to a big season, big stadium. Huge thank you to everyone at Tottenham. It was a pleasure to play. Now it's time for a new adventure. We have a player that wants to be here. That's the greatest thing that we have to think about in Joe Rodon's case. In my opinion, they don't make him like Joe Rodon anymore, because he turned down Premier League offers. He turned down Leicester, turned down Brentford, turned down Ipswich because he wanted to be happy. He's gone to Ellen Road where he's found a place that he can call home, which means he's going to fight tooth and nail to get this team back to the Premier League because he calls it his home now. Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, Joe Rodon, fair play. I know I said he wasn't worth 10 and all that sort of stuff, and I still stand by that point, but the fact that we got him as part of the Grey deal and them comments, I go, do you know what? You've got to hold your hand up. Pay 10 million for him because, you know, what a guy for doing that, because he could have gone Prem, and a lot of people do. Liam Cooper decision imminent at Ellen Road after latest Leeds United transfer news. So we know Cooper, Shackleton went. Cooper's gone. Yeah, Cooper's gone for me. Otherwise, he'd have already signed. He'd have been back in pre-season. I know he's been on a break, so maybe not because of the Euros, but he barely played. Last time, Cooper came back early because he's the captain. He's the captain and wants to welcome people. This time, he's not even come back. So, yeah, mate, I wish we could, but I've only got a yard and it's about 10 square foot or whatever, so no chance of that. Apparently, Liverpool will hold talks with Crysencio Somerville. I feel like that's just going to go rumble on until someone actually puts a bid in. At this moment in time, I would say Brighton are probably the likeliest, just because they're the only actually one that tended to make a move. But they're looking at other options. So, yeah. Gray and Smodic react to Jamie Shackleton exit. What did Smodic say? Why is Smodic saying? What's he talking about? Let's have a look. Maybe he knows him. Legend, he called him. Wonder why. How does Sammy Smodic know Shaq? There you go, maybe he's a future player. Real Betis want quick-fire Leeds United deal for Diego Llorente as training camp update emerges. Real Betis want to sign Llorente as quickly as possible. Spanish news outlet report online that Pellegrini's Betis manager wants the 30-year-old signed by the time the club travels for Austria for pre-season training next Wednesday. Well, pay us the money then. Pay us the money and we'll fucking talk about it, Betis. After beating Leeds United to promotion, Leicester City are set to inflict another blow on Daniel Farke's side. They are going to beat us to who? Bobby Decordova-Reid. Listen, that was all transfer talk anyway. Don't be worried about losing out to Bobby Decordova-Reid because you've not lost out, because Leeds United would have never got that deal done in the first place with him being a Premier League player. So don't believe that hype. If Locks tags you in anything at all, then, you know, just tell him, shut up, because we were never in for that guy because we didn't get Premier League. So, yeah, this is not happening. So don't be all overly worried about that, people, is what I would say, because you know they will come. You know they will say, oh, we beat you, we beat you. Yeah, well, we beat you to Rodon, bro, and he's in the Champo, so, which is the biggest flex here. Which is the biggest flex? Our flex. Which is the biggest club? Our club. Leeds United outbound permanent transfer back on, which of course is Charlie Cresswell, which we've just been speaking about. There's a moose loose about this who's. And I think that's it, really. I think that is it, really, for your latest transfer news. Fabrizio Romano, what's this? Scott Parker has signed as new Burnley manager. Official. Yeah. Announced another season in the EFL. Tick. One second. Burnley announce another season in the EFL. Tick. You know what we're going to do this season, don't you? We're going to rattle Burnley and Luton fans this season. Oh, man. Yeah, Scott, honestly, two managers, yeah, so far removed, Company and Parker. Parker plays the most boring, mundane football. People want to talk about, but he got Bournemouth promoted, got Fulham. He should have got them promoted. And I believe the one with Fulham he had to do through the playoffs, I think, because they beat Brentford the season that we went up. Because what's his face? Joel Bryan scored. I remember it well because I put a pretend Fulham badge on because we were going to raid Brentford for Ollie Watkins and Said Benrahma. And we never did that. We never took the cream of the championship. But yeah, the Bladigans are back. They are. The Bladigans are definitely back. They're back. De Hallo mentions about Max Vober playing centre-back and left-back. Will he stay? I can't see it. I can't see it personally. I don't see it. I don't think he stays. Because there'll be other clubs that will want him. But listen, if they're not going to pay for him, then tough titty, innit? You've got to pay for him. Listening to myself there. I'm just checking the analytics on the vid because I want you all to smash a like. Ross McCormack coming back apparently. What, to work in the coaching setup? I wouldn't mind. Don't forget to smash a like. We've only got 195. There's 629 people here, folks. Smash them likes. Get Hume at Sunderland. I think that them players are too much money. I think Leeds are going to go low. On the continent, which doesn't necessarily mean they will be bad players. Folks. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, listen, folks, do me a solid. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in and hit that notification bell. I'm off to a gig tonight, so that'll be it for today from me unless something crazy happens. And I do one of them Connor vids walking around the gig going, exciting announcement, bringing to you that Leeds United have signed Gilly. Anyway, something might happen. Who knows? I doubt it. But Redcar Beach is like the dark ages, so they probably don't have Wi-Fi down there or 4G. It's probably 1G. All that. You know when you get that thing on your phone where you get that E, where you just get that little E. Maybe it'll be there. Yeah, me, Jack. Can you imagine like that? Yeah, lads. We see that pigeon detectors on his background. It's not happening, is it? Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Today is a new dawn. As Theresa May would walk on like this, frolicking in the fields of the barley fields and the barley fields and the wheat fields and all that jazz. Today is a new day. I won't, mate. I'll be out tomorrow. We'll be here though. We'll be here. I don't know what that is. That's not even a thing. Where's that come from? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? That's not a thing. That's not a thing, folks. Definitely not a thing. Anyway, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Go have a good day. I'm going to go shampoo my head, and I'll see you in a bit, yeah? Peace out, love you all, have a good one. Don't